Attention all you rule breakers, you misfits and troublemakers, all you free spirits and pioneers, all you visionaries and nonconformists. Everything the establishment has told you is wrong with you is actually what's right with you. You see things others don't. You are hardwired to change the world.
You are listening to the Spiritual Activist Radio Show, and I am Rahasya Uncensored, where we look at the world not as it is, but as we know it can be, if and only if we have the courage to question the answers we've been given. This is our world, and it's time for us to take it back. Hello, and here is Rahasya Uncensored again with the BBS Radio, and I'm also on Rumble at rumble.com/user/Rahasya Uncensored. And if you're watching this on YouTube, be prepared, because I'm not going to put the whole thing up there because I can't. YouTube will give me another strike. They've even gone back in time, like 3 years, to give me strikes. So I'm going to put a little bit up there. But if you want to watch the whole thing, you'll have to go to bbsradio.com/spiritual activist. Or go to my Rumble channel, which is /user/Rahasya Uncensored. I'm going to try to get that user out of there. I'm just now starting to promote my channel. I've been, let's just say, hesitant about getting out there in public view too much. I've unplugged myself from my magazine. I closed it down because I was getting too much weirdness and becoming a target. And I was too vulnerable. Our outdoor stands were getting vandalized and all kinds of messages put on them. And, you know, how did I know that men could have babies? I had no idea. How did I know that there was hundreds of gender types and they're all fluid? It's cold up here. Look at this. I live up in the forest, about 3,000 feet. So right now it's pretty chilly out. So I think today's show is going to be pretty remarkable because we're going to cover some of the latest things that's happening and uncovering what's going on. And believe it or not, we are winning. And when I say we, people ask me, what is the difference between we and them? Well, I can say what the difference is between myself and them. Myself, I get up every day and spend a good portion of the day when I'm looking at information, trying desperately to prove myself wrong, because I wish I was wrong. I hope someday we're all going to be standing around the campfire, understanding that there's thousands of genders and it's all okay. Biden just had a speech impediment. And we're all going to be singing Kumbala around some fireplace or something. But I just don't think that's going to happen. I think if we keep up in this direction, we're going to end up under NATO communist rule. It's already happening. It's like nothing you have to sort of guess at or believe or not believe. I still remember some old lady telling me down in Chico one day after I put on her front page, chemtrails. She said, well, I don't believe in chemtrails. How do you explain to somebody that, especially a little old lady, without seeming patronizing, that it's not a belief system? I told her, just look up. And she looked up and she says, what is it? I said, it's chemtrails. The thing that you don't believe in. And it's not a religion. It's something we have to really get past. There's certain things I do believe in for lack of evidence, mostly. I guess that's why I wouldn't fit totally into the Christian category, because I'm sort of like staying open to this whole thing. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I could believe it, but it's not something I'm willing to bet my eternal existence on and stop searching. I want to know. Gnosis. I want to know, at least to the best of my ability. But today we're going to be looking at some really, really interesting news clips. And yes, I get some of my news clips off of band.video with that Sandy Hook guy. I still, when I bring up Alex Jones, I get the thing, oh, you mean the Sandy Hook guy? Yeah, 24 minutes of him talking about Sandy Hook out of a million plus minutes that he's been on air, and that's how he's known. But that symbolizes the plan. He's been sued for close to $1 trillion now. That's more money than most countries have, and other people are getting sued with outrageous amounts. But we're fighting back, and we are winning. That's the good news. The bad news is they've already doubled down. Now they're going to triple and quadruple down. And, you know, the war in the Ukraine isn't working. People aren't going for it the way they used to with Afghanistan and Iraq and the Gulf, everything. I mean, it's just an endless wars. We're not going for it, people. We're not going for it. The racism, it's working for some people. I don't even want to say what kind of people they are, because that would seem a little bit not racist, but symbolic of a certain mental type. But most people are waking up to the fact that we're all just human beings trying to muddle our way through this quagmire of chaos that's been created for the most part. If we just back off and let nature take its course, yeah, it could get a little bit bumpy here and there. It always does, but at least we could be more in the natural frequency of things happening. And most of my podcasts, if you've been watching them, I pretty much always revert back to the underlying problem, which is Wetiko, what the Gnostics call the archons, the Islamic people call the jinn, Christians call demonic spirits. And I think about here is where I better, if you're watching on YouTube, switch over to rumble.com/user/Rahasi Uncensored, or go to my BBS radio channel. They don't censor me either. That's bbsradio.com/spiritual activist. And we'll see you over there.